I'm still angry with myself even to this day because I think I've let my family down. I couldn't believe I wouldn't be able to work again or see my grandkids grow. But it didn't have to be this way. Diabetes is a killer. Please let me be the example of what not to do when you have diabetes. I'm happy to play that role, so you don't have to endure what I have. But I'm also happy to be the example of the great work by Dr. James Muecke. I'm one of the lucky ones. 7 years later, I've got 30% of my eyesight back. James Muecke, a world-leading eye surgeon, and his team have given me this great gift of sight. James's work has touched the world, and James is working tirelessly to help to get people to understand the link between diabetes, blindness, and all other relevant diseases. I love my life, and I savour every single moment, even more than I did before.
Prime Minister, National Australia Day Council, thank you. What an enormous honour. What a tremendous honour to be named Australian of the Year for 2020, such an auspicious year for eyesight. I wholeheartedly congratulate my fellow recipients. You are all incredible, and it's been a joy to get to know you over the past few days. Sight for All is a far-reaching team effort, and I offer my deepest thanks to all involved and for the thousands of hours of expertise and goodwill that are contributed each year to improve the sight and lives of those less fortunate. I was going to talk about what I see as a looming catastrophe for our health system, type 2 diabetes, a growing epidemic that's impacting nearly 1 in every 10 Aussies.
That's what Nana's got.
It's the leading cause of blindness in working age adults, the fastest growing cause of blindness in Aboriginal people, and the 6th biggest killer in this country. I realise that I have 12 months to talk about this disease and how highly preventable it is. So tonight, firstly, I'd like to acknowledge our more recent catastrophe and recognise the thousands of Aussies who are experiencing such difficult times right now. The uncompromising bushfires that have swept through our country have left widespread destruction and heartbreak in their wake, and few of us remain untouched. Too many people have lost their lives, and the devastation of our majestic landscape and iconic wildlife is beyond belief. And all of this on the back of the unprecedented droughts and floods that have tortured our beloved country and farming communities over the past 3 years. My thoughts are with all who've been affected. During this turmoil, we've seen the best in human nature and have witnessed that true Aussie spirit rise, proud and unrelenting. It's heartwarming to see the outpouring of goodwill and generosity from the public and the selfless acts of bravery from our courageous firefighters and emergency services. In my eyes, these Aussies are our heroes, and I applaud their sacrifice and unwavering commitment. Whilst I've not been fighting fires, I humbly accept this award, and with it, my role to contribute to this great country. As an eye surgeon, I often see patients at the end stage of their diabetes when it's too late to save their sight. What saddens me greatly is that much of the time, such complications are avoidable, whether through lifestyle changes or more disciplined health checks. My mission this year is to go back to the root cause of this disease and prevent what will otherwise be our nation's health catastrophe. This year, I want to challenge our perception of sugar, our relationship with sugar, and the impact that it has on the development of diabetes. I want to encourage hard-hitting strategies to build greater awareness of the detrimental role sugar plays in our society and how it's as toxic and addictive as nicotine and should be treated by consumers, businesses and governments as such. And I want to reduce blindness due to this insidious disease by encouraging those with diabetes to be more rigid with their eye checks. In 2020, I'm going to continue my fight for the right to sight for all. For now, Australia Day is all about celebration and gratitude. And so tonight, I thank from the bottom of my heart those of you who give of your time, give of your expertise, give of your hearts, and especially those who risk their lives to make this country the greatest place on earth. Thank you.
A huge congratulations to Dr. James Mukie, the 2020 Australian of the Year.
Now, just finally, we do have a very special guest for Dr. Mukie tonight. You saw them earlier in the film, but they wanted to thank you, Dr. Mukie, in person. Please welcome Neil and Diana.
And please, one final round of applause for our other recipients tonight. Bernie Shakeshaft, our local hero. Ash Barty, our young Australian of the Year. Professor John Newnham, our senior Australian of the Year.
And thank you to the Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, as well. Now, if you know someone who should be up here